Well, it's opening day in Maine here, 2018, and it's only October 28th, but lucked out some of the mountains got snow around here, so we'll see what I can do this morning. It's early, the big bucks ain't that much, but I'm going to strike up over a mountain, see if I can find a track. It's a good day to kill one if we can get a track. It's nice and windy. Got 3, 4, 5 inches of snow up here, powdery. So I'm supposed to get some more this afternoon. It's supposed to start snowing and then rain, make a mess. Let's see if I can cut a track before that happens. Well, I haven't got very far up this mountain. I'm up in some old cuts here in the slash, and I cut a small buck track, or medium buck track, and I just followed it backwards because usually bucks walk where bucks walk. And I get up in here a ways, and I just come across a fresh track. I'm pretty sure it was last night. Snow's been on here for 4 or 5 days, and yesterday was cold, but it looks like it was probably made last night, mixed in with a bunch of moose tracks here, so I can't really tell how big it is in this loose powder here, but it looks like a pretty good one. I'm gonna follow it up out of these cuts and see what I can see what it looks like, but decent one anyways. Well, I got his track where I got a better look at it here, and it's a decent buck, it's a 200-pound buck. Not a big old toe dragger, but he's been feeding around this cuts in here, and he laid down, he got back up, bed's all frozen, but I got an idea he's not too far away, so I'm gonna poke on it, see if I can get a look at him, make a decision, or maybe I'll pick up a bigger track. Oh, we'll see. Well, he's turned, he laid down, then he turned, he come down, he's coming down off the mountain, and he's headed down towards the road I drove in on, but I didn't see a track crossing it, but it's sketchy snow down there. It's not a lot of holes in it and stuff, so he just stopped right here to shine up his striped maple. Well, he either crossed paths with another buck, or he went down the trail a bit and turned around and come back. I'm going to have to look around here a little bit, but I think he's trying to get a little horned up there. He just peed on his hocks right here. Well, something strange happened here, kind of funny. If I'd have gone out that track with the tracks cross path, it was the same buck, and he just came, oh, I don't know, 30 yards, and he laid down this old wood road and got up and went back, but I just made a big loop around this cut because there was a bunch of them feeding on different age tracks, and I just come up and I found where he run down out of here, but it looks like more than one. I must have coming down off the ridge. They must have heard me coming, because there's no wind anymore. It's real quiet, and it's kind of noisy. The leaves are froze under the snow, and a lot of whips and stuff in here. So anyway, I've been over half an hour or so cutting this circle, so I'm just gonna get after him here and see what happens. Another crazy thing happened. I followed those running tracks down, and it weren't the buck. I think might have been a buck, but it was a couple of smaller deer ran down and headed towards the road. And I didn't think this big one would get down there, so I finally got down where the track slowed up and I could see it weren't him, so I circled back around this other next cut over, and I picked up his track again, the same one I was on from the beginning. And he's just now he's in the woods here, and he's heading right around the edge of the mountain here. So wind's starting to come up a little bit now that storm's coming in, so still a ways behind, but we'll keep motoring here. Well, he's headed back up towards the mountain, and there's a big green bluff right here in front of me. He's headed up towards that. But there's another buck. There's two bucks traveling together. One's smaller, like probably a 2.5-year-old buck or something, but I'll sneak up on this knob there. I gotta be careful. I see the right one. Well, just as I expected, he was right up on a knob here. Right in these, he bedded down these thick firs here. I think he saw me come up the ravine, because he came up a ravine down there. And then he doubled back and come up right on the top and laid down here. And the other buck, smaller one, kept going. He didn't lay down over in here. He kept going, but I've jumped him now, so I'm gonna have a sandwich here and see what I can do on him. Well, I had my sandwich, waited a half an hour, and I got back going again, and I found out that both bucks had laid down up in that thicket, and they're still running together here, so we'll see what happens. I hope they split up. Oh, it's easier to take the bigger one, and I don't have to worry about shooting the wrong one if I get a chance. So here we go. Well, these two have taken me way up high in the mountain there. They never did stop and look back or anything, and they're still hurrying and jumping and going, but I got up in here and they crossed paths with another bigger buck made in the night. So I think I'm going to switch on that big one. He's dragging his feet and he looks like a real good one, so I want to see if I can catch up to that one before the snow starts. Covers the track in. If not, I can always make a loop around and pick these up again. So I'll go get on the other one. Well, I haven't been on this one very long. He headed way up in the mountain, but he bedded down, and the bed's a little frozen, but it's cold. But he just stopped, and there's a bunch of droppings here, and they're not froze up, so I gotta go easy. I can't be too far behind him now. Got some good wind here going now. Well, I think he might have winded me. I didn't go probably, I don't know, not much more than a couple of 100 yards from them droppings. And he's been feeding again, and I knew he was going to be right here. I was taking one step at a time and looking everywhere, but all of a sudden his track was running, but I think he smelt me. I don't think he saw me, because it's pretty thick in here, but the wind has been kind of in my back and swirling around, so well, it's alright. We'll see what he does. Well, kind of a strange thing happened. I didn't spook that deer, I guess. The other two deer that I left, they were still moving fast, kind of jumping and coming through here, and they bumped right into that buck, and now all three of them are running together, headed way up this mountain here. So they're hurrying right now, but they'll slow down eventually. So I got some good wind now anyways. I'm just gonna go easy, because they can stop anywhere here. Well, I just jumped this guy. He was up feeding around some blowdowns there, and I was just sneaking. I thought I'd see him right there, and walked by them blowdowns, and then he doubled back and headed down the hill. I just come around a little spruce tree, and I see him get up and make one jump. Nice big buck. Nice one. 8-pointer, I think. But he was laying down in a hole here. I never would have seen him. I mean, I was pretty close. I was within, I don't know, 30 yards of him, but he was down in a hole under this tree. And I just see him get up, one jump, and he was gone. So, I don't think I spooked him too bad, but I'm gonna wait. Give him half an hour to settle down. It's 12:30 now. He'd split off from them other two again. He doubled back. He kind of hustled along with them for a ways, and then he doubled back and started feeding again. I thought I was going to get him. I thought there was a good chance to get him, but he just must have laid down. I don't think he's been laying very long, but I couldn't catch him up on his feet like I was hoping to. So anyway, having fun today. Well, I had to leave that buck. It was headed right straight away from the truck, and he was still running. So I had to head back, and he's bothering me. I had a 2-hour walk to get back to the truck here, and about an hour of daylight left. I've had enough for the first day. Good times. See a good buck, and that's the fun of it. Try her again on Monday.